moment. Peter Mulholland Cup. As the teams are about to come out onto the field of play. Incredible atmosphere. Good afternoon or good morning to Tony Delaney. Great to be up here at Maitland, Tone.
Yeah, fantastic conditions here at the Maitland #1 sports ground for what is set to be an outstanding clash here in the Peter Mulholland Cup. Of course, the visiting Central Coast Sports College taking on Hunter Sports High.
The anthem belting out the grandstand at 100% capacity as Hunter Sports High are out there. Look for big games this morning from McDermott and Ellis. McDermott, of course, his best asset is his running game, we know that. And Ellis, of course, a very smart football brain. The crowd pumping through the turnstiles, Tone. A big double-header here at the Maitland Sports Ground.
Yes, Pete, obviously the match coming up later on this afternoon. All Saints College versus Farrer. Obviously, two of the great famous rugby league schools taking up the main game here this afternoon. But at the moment, as we just wait on the Central Coast sign, I'll take you through the Hunter Sports sign high now. The fullback in #1 is Vitano. The wing pairing in #2, Fines and Firebench. The centre pairing of Keen O'Keefe and Tamaya Anu. The halves of Cole McDermott and Taimana Ehlers. The front row, Bo Slade, Jacob Bacon, Charles Barnes, Manon Potts, Austin R. Patini, and locking the scrum is Ian Beale. The interchange for Hunter Sports in 14, Callahan, 15, Godoy, 16, Moses Kincaid. In #20 will be Royden Tate, and 21, Tyler Jarvis, their coach by Tony Gleeson. Can he take us through the Central Coast Sports High side now?
Here at fullback is Patako. On the wings is Vo and Herford, Wisham and Jennings in the centres. The 6 and 7 is Fotu Mawala, along with Bailey in the engine room of Visconti. The captain is Simpson, Pascala, Vatua, Matthews and Veselo. And the interchange bench this morning for Central Coast Sports College is Sande, Kolafali, along with Marn and Lincoln Wood. And of course they're coached by Michael Sullivan. So we're exclusively live this morning right here on Community TV. And don't forget, folks, hear all the stories and know what is happening in the NRL Schoolboys Cup at dailytelegraph.com.au for all of our season-long coverage of Peter Mulholland Cup. Great to be back in the commentary box, wherever you are right across Australia. Sit back, buckle up and enjoy the next 3 or 4 hours. The Central Coast getting us underway, folks, and it's deep. And it goes into the first waiting possession of Hunter Sports High, and bringing it back is McDermott before he comes straight back into the captain of Simpson. So this is the opening exchanges, the first set of 6 here at the Maitland #1 sports ground. The Peter Mulholland Cup as we head into semi-final football in the weeks ahead. Who will go into the semi-final? We're about to find out. Here's Binge down the touchline. It was touched. It could be 6 more. It is. Great start here by Hunter Sports High, Tony Delaney.
Yeah, really good start, just playing the short side there. The ability to get the 6 again, and great hands there for the #4, Demaya Anu, a graduate of the Lakes United Seagulls.
Taken down there by Veslo. They're attacking with power, aren't they? So here's Potts. 10 metres out from the Central Coast line. Opportunity to the left. Just a matter of putting it through the back line. And Fines has got there. What a try in the corner. Incredible piece of work. Great backline move. And I'll tell you what, they've gone from right to left. First blood, 4-0.
Yeah, great vision there from the Hunter Sports halfback Ehlers. He got the ball out to Keen O'Keefe, and he gave the final pass to Max Fines. And he plants that ball right down in the corner. And Hunter Sports open the scoring now. None lead 4 points to 0. Kick to come.
Yeah, he's only a youngster, Fines, of course. But he's fast, he's skillful. A strong runner with speed to burn. And after only 2 minutes, Tony, they're up 4-0, kick to come.
Yeah, right there, Pete Max Fines, of course. You can see just the offensive awareness there. He chose the left-hand carry, so he still had the right-hand fend available to him. See there on the replay, and Hunter Sports now going to have this attempt at goal. He's taken it quite a long way out here, around about 25 metres out from the goal line. It's pretty consistent breeze so far, Peter Jolly, here at the Maitland Sports Ground. A tough kick even for a player of standard of the Telstra Premiership, Pete. So this will be an interesting one to see he can have the extras here.
They don't come much tougher in rugby league than this. Coming back around just to the right-hand side. What a start for Hunter Sports. They lead 4-0 on the Community TV scoreboard. 4 minutes gone.
Yeah, I think Tony Gleeson will be very, very impressed with that start so far from Hunter Sports. Obviously, off the back of a penalty, you must say, though, Pete, but I think that Hunter Sports so far just finding their way through that middle corridor, and Central Coast Sports High will need to respond here with a strong defensive set.
So a quarter-final spot, folks, is on the line. Nothing will be left in the tank from both of these sides after the duration of this one. We talk about the pendulum on the Community TV possession board. Well, that's rocking at 100% at the moment to Hunter Sports High. And now they've gone straight through again. Support on the right. Binge down the touchline. He's away. He's going to go all the way. What a great try. And you've watched it right here on Community TV.
Well, that's a great try there to the number 5, Ralph Binge. But put it down, though, Pete, to the second row forward, Madam Potts. There was other play very direct. There was other palm off the defenders, got the left-hand offload away, of the right-hand offload away rather, and he got away to Binge, speed to burn. Arnie was still in support, but he wasn't needed. And Hunter Sports, Pete, straight out of the blocks. They now lead 8 points to 0. Kick to come.
Well, we haven't used the fire brigade up here at the Maitland Sports Ground in quite some time. But I'll tell you what, we've got the fire extinguisher on standby here, because if they continue to do this afternoon, it's going to be a long afternoon for Central Coast, and we will have to put out the burning smoke down on the touchline. And Ralph Binge, a powerful running winger, there was no stopping him right here on Community TV.
This should be an easy one for Vitano, Pete. He's just to the right-hand side of the uprights, around about 12 metres out.
So here's Vitano, their top point scorer in 2023. He bangs it home. What a start. 6 minutes gone. It's all Hunter Sports High.
Yeah, wonderful start there from Hunter Sports High, Peter. And it's fair to say, probably the Central Coast a little bit in shock about the powerful attacking unit that is Hunter Sports High. I think they just need to look for a very good defensive set here, Peter. Maybe just try and kick to a corner to try and compress up their defence and just limit the scoring opportunities of Hunter Sports High, as we see the ball falling off the tee here, Pete. And that's going to be a halfback lately to get us back underway.
Now that's come off the toe, could come back here fourth to the Central Coast. No, did well there, Hunter Sports, to get possession back as they rumble now out towards their own 30-metre line. So 10 points to 0 here on the Community TV scoreboard. We're live and exclusive this afternoon at the fabulous Maitland Sports Ground here in the Peter Mulholland Cup. Great to have your company right across News Limited with Peter Jolly and Tony Delaney here on the home, of course, of the Maitland Pumpkin Pickers in the Newcastle Rugby League competition. Up it goes. Binge is flying through here for Hunter Sports, but taken nicely at the back by Patako. And now, after 6 minutes of play, they've got their first penalty and their first time in possession, 10 metres out from their own goal line.
Yes, I believe that Michael Sullivan, the coach of Central Coast Sports High, Central Coast Sports College rather, be very happy with that penalty, of course. Just a little bit too excited, the kick chase there, Hunter Sports High. We're finally going to see Central Coast, their first use of the football, Pete. 6 minutes gone thus far. See what they're able to do here with the rugby league ball.
There was a gem of a kick in towards touch. We're watching on the screens of Community TV as we see now Central Coast. First attacking opportunity with the football in hand. Down by 10 points to nil on the Community TV scoreboard. Here's Paskaka. Exceptional strength for a kid, only 16 years of age. Here's Bailey, losing it. Referee will say play on here as the ball is now stripped out. A penalty, no doubt, Tone. It does. So they didn't need that Central Coast, just hands in the ball. Penalty goes to the home side as they shoot for touch 30 metres out from their own goal line.
Yeah, a little bit of ill-discipline showed there by the Central Coast, right in front of their interchange bench there. I can see Coach Michael Sullivan lamenting with his players to try and maintain discipline here. As Hunter Sports have now possession of the football, they take their way out to their own 40-metre line.
Yeah, good run here by Hotene, just short of halfway line. Up quickly there was the captain in Simpson. The ball wasn't met though, but it's going to be play on. A bit of razzle-dazzle out to the left-hand side. There's a chance out here. It comes back away down to O'Keefe. He pins the ears back and he'll get there. 3 tries in 10 minutes of NRL Schoolboys Cup. They're on fire here at the Maitland Sports Ground.
Oh, Pete, how good is this football being played by Hunter Sports High? Benjamin O'Keefe was the finisher, but what about the lead-up work for some of the back line in McDermott? Honestly, Pete, Hunter Sports High, and they are red hot here today at the Maitland Sports Ground. They lead 14 points to nil, and Pete, just the talent in this back line from Hunter Sports is unbelievable.
Mate, they've got an almighty spine. The likes, of course, of Vitano, and now O'Keefe adding his name up on the Community TV scoreboard. And they've been led around the park by Kyle McDermott and Ellis. Of course, we know McDermott is a very strong running game, and Ellis, of course, steers the troops around the park. But Central Coast, a little bit shell-shocked here at Maitland. 14-0, and we've only had 10 minutes of the first half. The kick from right in front. It looks good. Oh, it's hit the steelwork and bounces back into the field of play. 14-0, 10 minutes gone. They're keeping up well with the clock, Tony Delaney.
They certainly are, Peter Jolly. And Central Coast Sports College here with it all to do. They just need to stop the bleeding here, Central Coast. They just need to get a good defensive set in. I've said that the last couple of times, Peter, but just the power and structure of this Hunter Sports High School rugby league side is second to none so far from what I've seen thus far in the Peter Mulholland Cup. As the Hunter Sports High make their way back with the football, they're taking about 14 metres out from their own line.
It's a big double header here in the Peter Mulholland Cup today, folks. Stay locked on to Community TV. Coming up after this one, it'll be All Saints College of Maitland taking on Farah. An almighty clash.
Numbers to the right here, Pete, if they choose to go there. They've gone left, though.
They're looking to execute it out here to the left. Winger again in. Ed Fines. Take it down here just short of halfway. We talk about the pendulum on the Community TV possession board, and so far it's all Hunter Sports.
Certainly is.
Look at this kick downfield now. Patako doesn't want to play at it. It's going to be called back here, but I know you've just got to attack the footy.
He's calling knock onto the Central Coast here, Pete. First knock on. Yeah, it's going to be a Hunter Sports high feet here, Pete. Pressure on it again, rather. The Central Coast Sports College. And they've just got to try and stay in the pressure cycle here, Central Coast, and defend their try line, Pete. I just feel like if they can get one good defensive set in, you know, they'll just start to gain a bit of momentum with that. But Hunter Sports High now set to pack this scrum about 15 metres out from the Central Coast line, centre field.
Well, Binge is out here on the right. They're coming this way shortly. He's going to enter into the fray shortly. Matano, here he is. Binge has got his double. Over he goes in the corner. Another try to the locals. They're on fire at the Maitland Sports Ground once more.
That's a great try there. Pete, to the number 5, Ralph Binch. But Pete, don't forget the lead up work here. We have a look at there on the Daily Telegraph replay. It was actually the line run by Demaya Arnu. He ran that hotline back towards the post, which created the space on the outside for the fullback Matano. And he got the ball away in the corner to Ralph Binch. And Hunter Sports High, shell-shocking Central Coast here. They lead 18 points to 0. Kick to come.
Ralph Binch, no stranger to the try line here this afternoon. 2 spectacular tries in 15 minutes of footy. And that was one of his easiest of the double this afternoon. Just a training paddock run to get that ball down.
Matano from the touchline now. Struck it well. But it's going to be pushed across the face of goal. And after just 13 minutes, Peter Dolly, it's the Hunter Sports High School 18 leading Central Coast 0.
Just looking at our possession predictor. Wow. Gee, we've been covering the Peter Mulholland Cup now for quite some time here on Community TV, and I've never seen our possession predictor so one-sided, Tony. 95% of possession so far to Hunter Sports.
Yeah, it's difficult for any side to be able to soak up that level of possession, Pete, and still be in the contest. And look, I really do feel that Central Coast Sports College need to be next to score if there's going to be any hope in this match.
So that's where we are, folks. Right on the 20. Good solid hit over the top by Pascala. Showing exceptional strength there, the big forward from the Central Coast. Playing in their all-black strip. Taken down there was Matthews as well. Here's another gap. Here he goes again. Oh, body collision on halfway. The little fella's in there in Patako.
Strong run there from Demaya Arnu.
That's the halfway line. And that's Slade. Offloads it. Numbers to the left. Where's the bodies to put it through the back line? Here they go again. Finds down the touchline. In the touch, though, on this occasion.
But they're just so effective going east to west, aren't they? Hunter Sports High. They just make a little incision and their back line's set to go. They've such attacking flair, Pete. Definitely one of the more attacking sides you and I have seen so far in this year's competition.
Central Coast, they just haven't been able to get over the halfway line, so we haven't really been able to witness what they can process in attack. There's Hunter Sports High here. Taking the tackle on Central Coast Sports end of the field. But Tua is with the footy. Comes in all day long, doesn't he, for Tua. Look for the kick now. The chase is good. Matano goes back to his goal line and collects the ball. Puts a palm into one, but Matthews brings him into the ground. Assisted there by his nuggety captain in Simpson.
That's a much better set, that one, from Central Coast Sports High School. I think they really needed that set, Pete. It would have been nice for them to find touch and find themselves defending off a set start, but just getting that completion, I think that'll really boost their confidence.
Look at that. What a cruncher here on Community TV. Well done, Visconti. Here's their captain, Simpson, in the tackle. Hunter Sports High need a good kick here. Here it goes. Trying to get it away from the fullback. But here's Patako. Blistering speed. What another beauty. Lined him up and went bang.
Might have been that Bo Slade there again, Peter.
This is what Peter Mulholland Cup is all about, folks.
Bo Slade, of course, the member of the Newcastle Knights SG Bulls side that made the grand final last year. This year, rather.
There's plenty of local talent that get their start at this grade of footy and progress into the pathways into the NRL system. The future of tomorrow on display. Now, Pinch has got to go away here. Will he have to feel that he doesn't? The ball goes over the dead ball line, and we're coming back out towards the 20-metre mark.
Finally, we see Central Coast Sports College put together some back-to-back sets there, Peter. And I think that'll be really, really good for their confidence. We saw a good defensive set from the last time. Let's see how they respond here.
Good knocking to the ground coming again from Simpson. He's been busy, hasn't he, for the Central Coast in their all-black strip. Veselo around the legs. So just over 16 minutes remaining in the first half here. The Peter Mulholland Cup. Great to have your company exclusively live right here on Community TV with Peter Jolly and Tony Delaney up here in the Hunter Valley, watching Hunter Sports rampaging their way inside the 30-metre line once more of the Central Coast. Here's Bacon. Loves to carve him up from dummy half. It's the fifth and it's the last here. Vataro, he goes high. Binge is coming through. Takes it in goal. Well done, Jennings. Back out to the 20 we come.
Just a change being made there by head coach Tony Gleeson for Hunter Sports High, Peter. Number 15 now on, Lorenzo Godoy.
Tony Delaney in the broadcast box. One of the historians of Newcastle Rugby League. Great to have him a part of our community TV coverage up here in the Hunter Valley. Here's Matthews.
Very strong defence here from Hunter Sports High, Peter. Fantastic line spread and good first contact.
This is where they're pivotal, the Central Coast. They try and tie their opposition down around the middle of the field and go wide. Here's Matthews. Right on the 40. Given back there now to Bailey. Now Binge is under pressure here. This ball will bounce, and luckily for Binge, bounces over the touchline.
Another completion there from the Central Coast, Peter. So far their completion rate, when they do have the football, sitting around about the 75% mark. And that's where you need to be if you're going to be successful at this elite level of the game. Now, probably the thing they haven't had so far is field position, so maybe they might be able to force an error here from Hunter Sports.
They've only had 16% of attacking possession inside Hunter Sports' half. An incredible stat here on our Community TV possession chart flowboard. And on the Community TV scoreboard, 18 points to 0.
Here they go again, Pete.
As Hunter Sports High. Gee, they love a bit of razzle-dazzle, don't they?
They love a short side, Pete. They've been so successful down both short sides so far as the referee orders the ball to be back played on the mark there. Hunter Sports High maintain possession here as they make it up round about to the halfway line.
Yeah, through Lorenzo Goodeye. Always goes beyond 100%. There's that kick in between fullback and the winger. This is Patako. He's got a bit of space in front of him as our pictures reveal. But there's the brick wall and straight back into the line. 10 out from his own line.
Yeah, bounce of the football certainly not favouring the Central Coast Sports College on that one there, Peter. Almost a bit of a mix-up there, but they do maintain possession. Just probably want to see them run a little bit wider, Pete. Just maybe get a few tip-on runners outside, because the one-out stuff here, the Hunter Sports Highs, the likes of Slade and Potts are eating that up. Just think they need to just attack a little bit wider outside the C defender.
Central Coast losing their footing. That's the 40 coming away from their own end. Good short ball. Here's Visconti. Now that ball's on the ground. They're going to go back away and scoop it up. Fortu Mawala knew what was required. The chase is good. The ball goes down to Ralph Binge. Prolific try scorer, not just today, but right throughout the Peter Mulholland Cup. Now from the back chiming in. Vataro. Just over 11 minutes remaining in the first half of footy. You're locked on to Community TV, the 2023 Peter Mulholland Cup, live.
Change number 2 being made for Hunter Sports High by their head coach, Tony Gleeson. Number 14 now on, Jai Callahan.
We'll add a bit more spark. So who do they look to go to here for Central Coast? Here's Vo off the wing, trying to get his hands dirty. Good eye. Knocks him flat onto his back. Coming away from the railway track end. Here in the first half of footy, this Conti with his big engine. What do you reckon, Tone? A V6, a V8?
Oh, that'd be a V8 there, Pete, for sure. Heavy on fuel, though. We see Central Coast Sports High School make their way to about 32 metres out from the Hunter Sports line on tackle 5. They'll go to the air, I'd say.
Potamuala drops it onto the toe as Hunter Sports High here. Looping around defenders and pushing one out of the way, Simpson. They said, get out of the way, Simpson. The biggest squat we've seen here at the Maitland Sports Ground. Because they got rid of the Mosquitoes many years ago, but it looks like they're back. Here they go now, attacking the 40-metre line here and straight into Vatua. Taken down here, Tony Delaney, right on the 40.
Yeah, they look like to be really winning the ruck so far, Hunter Sports High. And the quick play the balls are coming thick and fast, Peter, and it's causing problems, obviously, for this Central Coast Sports College defence. I'll play short start now on the last.
Batano goes high. Batako. The battle of the fullbacks. Living up to expectation as well. You know, we know that McDermott's got a great kicking game from Hunter Sports High, but Batano also dynamic with the boot.
Yeah, Jacob Bacon, the number 9 also. We see a break here, Peter.
They're crossing the halfway line. Fotumoala. He loses it. Toe ahead. It's going to be play on. Patako leads the race. He loses it. And the referee is going to call it back. And a praising pry there by the Central Coast.
Yeah, very opportunist there, Pete. It was good to see, though, obviously the player did try and give the offload, but he's opted to kick ahead. And probably just a little bit unlucky there not to get the regather. But, Peter, I don't think their head coach, Michael Sullivan, will be too displeased with that, because at the end of the day, they are going to give away possession around about 10 metres out from the Hunter Sports line. And that's when they need to keep them, Pete. We need to see Central Coast Sports High. I think it's fair to see, and if we just have a look at our Daily Telegraph heat map here, I don't think that... No, you're right, Pete. I haven't seen Central Coast Sports College have an attacking set yet within their 20. So if they can force an area, we may see them get that opportunity.
So one of the local derbies unfolding here on Community TV. Hunter Sports High and Central Coast, always great rivalry between Hunter Sports High Schools and the Central Coast, our neighbours just down the road. Just over 9 minutes remaining in the first half of football. 18 points to 0. Hunter Sports High. Don't forget, folks, a quarter-final spot is on the line today. They're leaving nothing in the tank, aren't they? A dummy, a run, aggression, kicking into a Falcon. There you go. 6 more tackles here on the Community TV scoreboard. Now rampaging his way forward. This is Rowan Hill. The biggest out there on the park to put down. Here's Potts again offloading.
Rowan Hill, Pete, you need some earth moving. You couldn't tackle him.
The human bulldozer, that's his nickname. Now they've called it up here. No, hold on. There's a penalty against the run of play to the Central Coast here, Tony.
Yeah, maybe some interference in the ruck there, Pete, in that one. We're going to see Central Coast now with the opportunity. Midfield to kick for touch. Actually, I opted to take the quick tap here. I think it might have been the halfback for the Central Coast Sports College, Peter. And Chase Bartley taken that one. He's taken about 38 metres out from his own line.
Here's Fessalo. Right on halfway. Captain Simpson distributing. Matthews. Good shot downstairs from Kincaid. Look for the kick. Fotumawala puts it downfield. The chasers are coming through. It could be 6 more tackles here for Central Coast.
This is that chance that we spoke about, Peter Jolly. Central Coast finally in possession of the football in the danger zone of Hunter Sports High School. Let's see what they can come up with here.
Well, 30 minutes later, they're on the attack here for the first time with a full set of 6, 5 metres out. Bailey takes the line on. Kenny offload. Quick play, the ball needed. Feslow wants it on the left.
Should be a penalty there, Peter, ideally. Number 14 going on with the tackle.
So Simpson. Here's Bakala. Hunter Sports High right back on their own goal line here. Matthews takes them on. Can he get there, Matthews? He's over the line.
Down.
Has he got it down, or is he held up? So close yet so far for Matthews. But they'll get the ball back here, Tone. They've got a couple more left up their sleeve.
Oh, Peter, we'll have to be able to send that one up to the video. I think he must have been very close there, Peter Jolly, but they still have not achieved with the football. I'd be looking for a repeat set here if I was Central Coast Sports College. Just need to maintain patience and put Hunter Sports High under a little bit more pressure here, Peter.
So there's Simpson again, nuggety, crafty, dynamic. Absolutely squashed. Big numbers to the left. Jennings is out here on the far left, just off our screen right now, but they go for a dig from dummy half. They think they're going to bash and barge their way through, but Hunter Sports High equal to the challenge. Changeover right on their own goal line.
Yeah, Pete, I was a little bit disappointed there with the play there from the number 17 in Marn there. Pete just sort of trying to barge his way over. I think the right option would have been trying to just roll one in the end goal, get a repeat set. But now I'm going to see Hunter Sports High back with the football, and they're taking now around about 5 metres out from their own line on tackle 2.
Oh, the crowd revving on Hunter Sports High here. Grandstand at 90% capacity. Grandstand holds, folks, about 3,000 since it's been newly built over the last 2 or 3 years, and it's echoing. I hope the sound effects are coming through your iPhone or your laptop or your big screen, wherever you're watching community TV. Taken down here just short of the halfway line. 18 points to 0. The kick inside the 40. It's been charged down. Tackle count restarted here. Hunter Sports. Let's not forget, a quarter-final spot is on the line here. You're watching the Peter Mulholland Cup with Peter Jolly and Tony Delaney. Great to be back. The superstars of tomorrow on the line. And that's what the Peter Mulholland Cup is all about, Tone. The talent that comes through here and goes on to first grade is absolutely phenomenal.
If we just come there to half-time here, Pete. And at half-time it is the Hunter Sports High School. They lead Central Coast Sports College 18 points to 0.
What a first half of rugby league, folks, here on Community TV. Hunter Sports High from the get-go have left nothing in their tank, but they need to go on with it. A quarter-final spot is up for grabs after the next 30 minutes of second half footy, Tony.
Certainly do, Peter. Probably one of the things is just maintaining that momentum. Sometimes in games like this, Pete, half-time can be the worst thing to happen to you.
Yeah.
Well, on the other end of the spectrum, Pete, Central Coast Sports College, they really need to get back to the shed and just get reset. I think that, Pete, it doesn't mean a lack of ability for Central Coast Sports College. It's probably more a lack of discipline. We talked before about some of those, giving away some of those cheaper penalties, and obviously we saw that passage of play there near half-time there. Well, I thought they probably had a better opportunity there to maybe just roll one and then goal and try and apply a bit of pressure, but that wasn't the case. So they probably need to be a little bit smarter with the football, Central Coast Sports College, in this second half. For Hunter Sports High, I think for them, Pete, is just maintain that defensive effort. They had tremendous line speed. They won the ruck as well. And if they continue to do that, Peter, I think that will go a very, very long way to them winning this match.
Yeah, thoughts there from Tony Delaney. And we just can't thank all of our viewers right across News Limited for their valued support. This is our 3rd or 4th year on community TV and the network that News Limited is building and continues to build year in, year out. It's a great thing for the game of rugby league. And don't forget, folks, hear all the stories, read all the articles, and know what's happening at the Daily Telegraph as part of our season-long coverage of NRL Schoolboys Cup. And this isn't an event, you know, like, listen to the atmosphere here. You've got Tina Turner pumping out in the background tone. The kids are getting involved. This is the future of rugby league.
You're absolutely right, Peter, and this is, you know, one of the great things about Schoolboy Rugby League, Peter. It brings people to our game that may not otherwise play rugby league for a club, you know, of a weekend, and we've seen some amazing stars unearthed. Peter, I had the opportunity to play against Tamana Tahu, playing for the Cardiff High School. Wasn't a club rugby league player and was discovered in that match, and went on to a very, very long career in the National Rugby League.
And mate, like the likes of Danny Badiris, of course, he went to St Francis Xavier's College.
Xavier, yes.
Played Schoolboys Cup as well.
Yes, both you and I graduates of St Francis Xavier, Pete.
Mate,
I was able to don the navy rust and gold of the St Francis Xavier College, and a very storied football history, of course. A lot of people before it was St Francis Xavier College. They actually featured one rugby league legend when it was St Maris Brothers by the name of Clive Churchill, of course.
Oh, of course, Clive Churchill.
The little master, of course,
the master.
Don the colours of St Francis Xavier College, obviously previously being called Hamilton Maris Brothers.
And mate, Clive Churchill, you know anybody, you know, the story, the history around Clive Churchill here in Newcastle. Of course, the Newcastle Central Butcher Boys as well.
Yes, when they were back with Central Newcastle, of course, when they played out at Linmont Park in Hamilton.
Yeah.
And there was obviously a big challenge of possession for Clive Churchill as a junior, whether he was going to play for the South Newcastle Lions, another foundation club of the Newcastle Rugby League. Of course, who could forget also, Pete, you know, we have names like Owen Craigie, of course.
Yeah.
Another graduate of St Francis Xavier College, and discovered there also, and went on to a great career in the National Rugby League, and a premiership winner with the Newcastle Knights in that historic year of 1997.
Well, of course, the NRL Schoolboys Cup, it just keeps on producing. Over to Fox Sports, and now, of course, the Daily Telegraph. And kudos to the Daily Telegraph. They actually saved this competition because we weren't getting the coverage.
Yeah, it's a really, really important breeding ground, of course. We can see a number of player agents as well here, Peter, today. Yeah. Obviously, just having a look at scanning their wares. I've seen some representatives too from both the Newcastle Knights and, of course, the Sydney/Central Coast Roosters, obviously keeping an eye on these young participants. And as I said, Peter, a great breeding ground for the National Rugby League here. And, you know, for those that don't make the NRL, Pete, they will also go to have on very long club careers as well, whether it be in the New South Wales Cup or whether it be the Queensland Cup. And they filter back, of course, to their community clubs. We've seen a number of participants from this competition, of course, featuring in the local Newcastle competition in the first grade there as well, which is probably the strongest domestic competition outside of the two state competitions. And you think about some of the great schools involved, Pete. I mean, the likes of St Gregory's, Campbelltown, yeah, of course, Endeavour College. Made a really, really wonderful competition and just so much history as well, Peter, like you said.
And Tone, I'm just getting some breaking news from our newsroom down in Sydney at the Daily Telegraph. I know we're here for the NRL Schoolboys Cup, but we've got a huge tournament going on right now. Of course, the FIFA Women's World Cup, and the Matildas have been rocked on the eve of their second drive this into touch. And they've been able to achieve it here. Good kick for the line. Just short of halfway by 9 or 10 metres. So we talk about the pendulum in the game of rugby league. It's got to go back into the side with the ball right now. No doubt about that. They've got to somehow get back into this clash. Is it about to start here? Here's Vatua. He comes in all day, but he's lost the ball. The human bulldozer was in there.
He's joined by his back row partner, the number 11, Matt Potts for Hunter Sports High. Some heavy contact over the top from Potts.
Yeah.
Forces the error. And Hunter Sports High are going to have scrum feed. It's going to take place centre field of the Maitland Sports Ground, right on the halfway line, and probably not the start that their head coach of Central Coast Sports College, Michael Sullivan, was looking for, Peter Jolly.
We'll put that down to Riley Moses Kincaid. He's just a tough worker. He doesn't stop. Big heart, big motor. Speaking of big motors, unfortunately, just couldn't quite stay in the field to play on that occasion. Ralph Binge picked up a try in that first half of footy on the Community TV's try-scoring list.
He's picked up 2 tries, Pete.
And another one before half-time, yes.
Indeed. So he's been very active on that right edge for Hunter Sports High. And we're going to see Central Coast with the football now. Centre field, 39 metres out from their own line. They need to put together a very good set here, Central Coast.
So back to Vatua. Rock down here just short of the halfway line. And don't forget, folks, the quarterfinals will be live and exclusive right here on Community TV. And then grand final day, our mammoth production, as we always have here. Multiple cameras. Last year, of course, we were at Leichhardt Oval. Where will we be in 2023 for the Peter Mulholland Cup? And who will be there? That's a great day. Get on out to the grand final. Doesn't matter if your school's in it or not. You know, you got the drums pumping, the music's playing, the anthems are beaming tone. It's just an almighty day of Schoolboy Cup footy. Look at this hit over the top here. Pasaka. He's fired up. Coming off their 20. Here he is again in the tackle. 2 men over the top, just short of the 40-metre line. 18 points to nil. 6 minutes gone. The crowd getting behind Hunter Sports High. Why wouldn't they? The local side. Enthusiasm plus here this afternoon. Showing everybody they'll be a real threat in quarter-final football. In and away. The kick come off the chest there of Patoka. And he dived on the football. Defense into attack 30 metres out from their own line.
They continue their attacking style, Hunter Sports High School. And, Pete, they're obviously very, very dangerous. They seem to continue to target that right edge of the Central Coast Sports College, and they've so far been able to defuse those situations. And Central Coast make their way now up over the half line. That's a good run, Peter Jolly.
Yeah, by Fessalo. Good quick play to the ball. Here's Simpson. Offloads it. Matthews. They've certainly had their oranges at half-time, that's for sure. The energy. It's contagious. Here's Vatua. Wisham goes backwards. Referee here says play on. Good tackle there by Fines. 6 more tackles on our Community TV. Ring a bell. Well spotted there, Tone. That's Vatua. Taken down here 12 metres out. First chance here in the second half for Central Sports. 18-0 the deficit. Bailey. Dummies, weaves, offloads it. Here's a chance to the right-hand side for Tuivasa. Can he get there for Tuivasa? Only a metre out from the line. Here they come, kick to the end goal area. The Chasers are going to get there.
Yes, he's got it.
Bailey scored. No.
Oh, no.
He's been denied the try. No try to Bailey. Can you believe that?
So close there, Peter Jolly. Just obviously the hooker, the number 9 there for the Central Coast. And Simpson put in the little grubber kick, and it was Bailey running through trying to get the football down, but they still have possession, Pete.
Matthews.
As they continue their charge upfield, they're only about a metre out from the line now.
So Matthews will get to his feet. Simpson again goes short. Mann will get there, Willie. He's close. Can he score? I think he's going to get there. That's a try to Marn. They're back, and they're back with a bang. 18-4, kick to come on the Community TV scoreboard.
Well, we saw, obviously, the sustained pressure like we spoke about at half-time there. It was the flash ball, the crash ball from the Booker Simpson. He got it inside there to number 17, Marn. He collided with the goalpost but was able to stretch out. Reach out, he slammed that ball down on the try line. And Central Coast back in it, their first to score in the second half. They trail 18 points to 4, kick to come.
Well, Marn, too big, too strong and too powerful. Had bodies all over him, but somehow he was able to get that ball over the white stripe. And is that the try that will lift the All Black side here in the Central Coast Sports College?
Bailey here right in front, 97% on the Daily Telegraph kick predictor.
He'll get this one anytime.
I think he'll bang this one straight over, Pete.
Nice fluoro yellow boots. I like that. Looks good too. Flat. Up they go, the flags. We got a ball game here. Well, there you go. I mean, it's a tale of two halves so far. They've had all the possession, Central Coast.
We spoke about that at half-time, Pete, in our half-time wrap. That Central Coast needed some more sustained pressure. They needed to obviously keep their discipline. They've done that thus far. And so far, they're reaping the rewards here, and they're rewarded there with a try. Obviously, only just about 5 minutes in. So maybe the pendulum's starting to swing here, Pete, as we see Hunter Sports High. Driving kick there from Vitano. And the Coast will now bring it back.
To the roar of the crowd, folks. This is the Peter Mulholland Cup. Exclusively live right here on Community TV. The Central Coast looking to go beyond their 30-metre line. The referee tells them to go back and play it. Here's Pakala. Getting more involved with every run. Fortumawala. Geez, dangerous, isn't he? Finding Fatua. Comes in off the back fence all day long.
Yeah, just they're starting to create a few opportunities through that middle corridor now, Central Coast Sports College. It's a little bit better to see, much better in that first half then. Kilby's kick here, Peter.
Oh, he's lost it here. There's a tiny knock on here from Pascala. Well, an enormous body, and put that down to the three big defenders over the top from Hunter Sports High. They knew they had to get the ball back and try to intimidate the big fella. And they've got the ball back here. We'll have a scrum right on the halfway line.
There's some more heavy contact over the top in that tackle from the number 8, Bo Slade, Peter. I think he's probably been their best middle thus far for Hunter Sports High. Been very active in this contest.
So the pendulum, it's swinging around.
Oh, that's better defence there.
The tackle.
That's the opportunity, Pete.
Wow. A rapturous applause echoing around the Maitland Stadium.
Oh, hang on, Pete.
Bit of niggle here. The local derby. It's alive and well here on Community TV. Listen to the crowd.
Just a few little discussions happening there, Pete, between the two players, but it's all part of the game. And we're going to see a scrum pack down here. The scrum's going to be about centre field of the Maitland Sports Ground. It's going to be a... hang on, the referee's going to call out a few players here, Pete.
Yeah, he's just...
Looks like Madden Potts and Bo Slade being called out here by the referee. I believe Slade is the captain. Madden Potts there receiving a warning from the referee. Same's happening with the Central Coast now. I think it's their number 10, Peter.
Yeah,
Central Coast. He's had a big game thus far, the number 10 for the Central Coast in Pascala. Just a couple of big middles, Pete. Just having a little bit of disagreement. That's okay. Scrum to pack down now on the 40-metre line. Midfield, Central Coast working the scrum.
Is there a knock on there? Referee is going to allow Fatuawala to put it in again. Now, do they change things up here? They were coming to the right. Do they continue to go the other way? They do. As Bailey finds Wishin.
Nice little show and go there from Wisham. Had the show perfect, couldn't quite get the go.
Back to Matthews. Trailing by 12. With a full set of 6 coming up here. That's Fessalo with a penalty. Now they're going to take the quick tap, but the referee wasn't quite ready. There's no sports here.
Penalty against the Hunter Sports hat that goes Bo Slade for holding down.
So Visaconi, that's him with the footy. What a powerful motor.
Great opportunity here to post some points.
That's Simpson. Coming to the right. Bailey offloads the football. They're getting closer. Wrapped up here right on the try line. They go for a dig from dummy half. The diving captain, Lachlan Simpson. Oh, he goes for the big swan dive. Try. They've gone bang, bang, game on here. 18-10 on the Community TV scoreboard.
Well, Pejoli, we'll see it here on the replay with thanks to the Daily Telegraph. It was almost the parting of the Red Sea. We can see the number 9, the captain Simpson. It's like the waves just parted for him and he was able to plant the football down.
Oh.
He knocked on the door and no one was home. As Central Coast clawing their way back into this contest, Peter Jolly. They trail 18 points to 10, kick to come.
Like Jack in the box, just jumped up, dived his way over. Bingo. Well, that's what they needed. And we do have a ball game here, folks. Don't go anywhere. 18-10, kick to come. And the kick will now come from Bailey.
73% on our Community TV kick predictor here, Peter. He's just to the right-hand side of the uprights, around about 23 metres out.
He'll look to bring this back around with the breeze.
He's got some style about the kick here, Pete.
Stylish player. Going to just scrape the right woodwork. 18-10. Wow, what a game. Quarter-final football on the line here. Nothing will be left in the full tank from both sides at the end of this one. They're just rumbling into it quite nicely, both sides. And you're watching and subscribing to Community TV. Don't forget, folks, listen to all our stories and know what's happening at the Daily Telegraph as part of our season-long coverage of NRL Schoolboys Cup. And there's a mistake from the kick. Oh, yeah. No.
That's not what the head coach, Michael Sullivan, was looking from Central Coast. It was Vatua just knocking that ball on from the kick-off there, the number 11 for Central Coast Sports College. And Hunter Sports will go right back on the attack here as the pressure valve has been released. They'll have a scrum free 10 metres out from the Central Coast line centre field.
Mate, we always like a good afro. In the Peter Mulholland Cup, take a look at Austin Hottenny. He's going all right into the number 12 Hunter Sports.
Yes, Pete. He's moonlighting for Jackson 5, I believe.
Yeah, exactly, mate. He has got it all. So a chance here to attack. Through the back line. Good tackle over the top from the Central Coast. So a couple of metres out from the in-goal area.
Slade. He's still going, Peter. Big Bo Slade.
Marner's in there. Picked up a try for Central Coast. Hunter Sports attacking. Ehlers out the back door. Fatano. Still going Fatano. Charges towards the line. Drop down here. A metre out. Chance for Hunter Sports. Good defence on their line. Couple more left after this one. The kick to the in-goal area. We'll see this have to be played at and taken over the dead ball line. That will result in a goal line drop out here.
Yeah, really smart work there from the hooker Jacob Bacon for Hunter Sports. We spoke earlier in the first half about his versatility with his kicking game, Pete. He just rolled in the in-goal. He had good chase there from Slade. And he's forced a repeat set. And Hunter Sport now back on the attack.
Good goal line drop out. Goes way back to the halfway line. Did well there to keep his footing, the youngster.
Madden Potts there. Product of Lakes United Seagulls Junior Club.
So wouldn't they love a try here? Their first one of the second half. The Hunter Sports 18 points to 10. Short ball. Great tackle there by Pasakala. Illis. Matano. Dangerous. Here's Fines.
Numbers right, Pete, if they can get there.
They take them on. Fatano! Oh, he's brought down a metre away from the line. Standing in the tackle. It's the last. Look for the kick to the in goal. Will they throw it? They're going to run it through the back line. Can they get there? The defence swoops from Central Coast and deny them the try. Change over right on their own line, Central Coast.
Yeah, good scrambling defence there from the Central Coast, getting that last tackle there on Demaya Anu. Able to just keep him out, only by about a metre or so, but they've got the ability to take some possession of the football, Pete. It's going to be a very tough working out of their own half. Hunter Sports look like they've got some good line speed up here.
Oh, what a battle. Hope the impact is coming through your community TV screens right across Australia. The Peter Mulholland Cup. An almighty battle. A quarter-final spot is up for grabs. The chase is good from Central Coast. Will the ball go into touch? Will it have to be played at? Latano, cool as a cucumber, back on his own 10.
Fantastic kick there from Central Coast Sports College. And finally, we see them get some possession. Able to defend, rather. Hunter Sports High in their own red zone. And to see some strong defence and what we're seeing at the moment, though, Peter Jolly. An error here could see them come right back into the match.
So Bacon, being pivotal, hasn't he? The number 9 loves to run. Jacob Bacon. He loves to play big minutes. That's that ball out the back. Was it touched? No, says the referee. So that's where we are, right on the 40. It's the 5th and it's the last. Look for the kick. Will it come from within the 40? Now they're going to run it. There's a chance to the right, but the referee's called it up. Obstruction here. He's given away a penalty, the referee, I think, to Central Coast.
He has, Peter. We just saw the Connor Vitano, the fullback for Hunter Sports High, run behind his own player. There's some meaningful kick pressure coming through from Central Coast Sports College. And they're those little 1% efforts that we spoke about at half-time, Pete. Starting to see some of those happen now from Central Coast Sports College. They look to get themselves back in their match. And the kick from the halfback, the number 7, Bailey's found touch. And here come the Central Coast, Pete. They'll be attacking around about 20 metres out from the Hunter Sports line.
8-point the margin. This is Veselo, right with his back on the line. Vo is out here on the right wing. They go away from Vo. Fisser Connie's been shoved in the back and loses the footy.
Yeah, it wasn't quite the play I think they'd be looking for there. Just trying to let that little drop in onside late. The ball wasn't a great one, Pete. Unfortunately, that time we've seen the number 9, Simpson, do some great things there, but that ball was a little bit high. And the front row of Visconto couldn't handle and turned over possession. So Hunter Sports now have the loose head and feed. Scrum centre pack right at the 10-metre line, midfield.
The crowd want things to get on here. A little bit on edge as Hunter Sports in an absolute humdinger in the local derby between the Central Coast. They've lost it. They've lost it. Well, the patience in the crowd has drifted to the patience on the field, perhaps, for Hunter Sports High.
Yeah, I think so, Pete. It's Hunter Sports High trying to get through their sets of 6 very, very well in the first half. I think, as we spoke about at the break, Pete, sometimes half-time becomes the worst thing that can happen to you. That seems to have been the case a little bit here for Hunter Sports High. Scrum packing now, centre field, 25 metres out from the line, shape on both sides as they come right.
Fodabatua Moala. Look at him, isn't he creative? A little bit of like, well, Benji Marshall. Same sort of build at that younger age. Here's Vatua. Drop down.
They need to come back to the post here, too wide here, Peter.
So there's Simpson.
Nice.
Visconti. Can they hold them out? Hunter Sports High Central Coast want to try right here. Here's Matthews. He's been pushed back into the field of play. So Simpson goes left. Good hands. Bailey takes them on. You got to watch out for Simpson. We know what he can do from close range. He kicks. He chases. The ball goes to the in goal. And it's been taken. Now, hold on. Let's keep an eye on the referee. What do we got here?
I believe it was grounded by Royden Tate, Peter, but is he gonna...
He's given a penalty here.
He has he? Yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
taken off the footy, I think.
Looks like he's used the foot there, potentially tripping, Peter.
Right.
And the number 8, Bo Slade, is being mentioned here by the referee. Held back, sorry, is the ruling. So held back. Central Coast with a wonderful opportunity here.
This is their look forward.
So close, Peter.
So this is Fessalo. Mann. Dynamic. Only a metre out from the goal line. The pass has to be scooped up from Matthews. Steps. Loses his balance. Regains his balance. That's where he is, right on the 10 now. He's lost it.
He's lost it, Pete. Lost in the contact over the top.
Good shot. Scrummel back down 10 metres away.
I'd imagine their head coach, Michael Sullivan, for Central Coast, becoming a little bit frustrated now. But they've certainly had a wealth of opportunities so far in the second half. We've seen most of the possession, as we can see here on our Daily Telegraph heat map, has been down this end of the field. And with the Central Coast Sports College, and Hunter Sports High now with it all to do, trying to make their way out of their own line. Tackle 1.
They've lost it. Did it go back? Referee has got a late call from the touch judge. It's gone forward. They're going to get another crack.
Yeah. Some of the crowd, Peter, not liking that decision there from the referee. And some of the 50-50 ones now starting to go the way of Central Coast Sports College. Certainly have had the better of the possession so far in this second half.
Well, Jennings is out there on the left wing for Central Coast, but they go away from him. They're 5'8", Whatutua Mawala.
It's got some feet on him, Whatutua Mawala.
So Simpson calling the shots from dummy half. Here's Bailey. Now they spin it out wide for that man, and it's gone into touch.
Oh, Pete. So close there, Jennings, but he couldn't handle just that final pass. To be honest with you, Pete, I thought the number 1, the fullback for Central Coast, Patako, we probably just should have held on the football there. There was actually space in front of him. But you can't say they haven't had their opportunity so far in the second half. Central Coast Sports College, as we see Hunter Sports High now make the long trek, making it out of their own red zone now. Play the ball at the 20 on tackle 2. Slade.
Run straight there into.
He's been strong today, Bo Slade, Peter Jolly.
Yeah, he's been one of their best, that's for sure, in the engine department. And don't forget, folks, game number 2 coming up at 1 o'clock between All Saints College and Farah.
Second carry of the set there for Bo Slade. He's taken 45 metres out from his own line.
Wishin. A gain of 10 metres.
On tackle 5.
Crowd like it. Low. Drifting. Nowhere to go. Good tackle there by the 5'8" in McDermott. He's in there again.
He's been impressive defensively for them, McDermott. Certainly not the biggest player on the field, Pete, but he certainly does not shirk his defensive responsibilities.
Great to have Tony Delaney in the Peter Mulholland Community TV broadcast box. How do you feel after that one? Look for the kick. Matano will see this go into touch. Right on his own 20-metre line. Great kick. Brilliant kick. Now, is that a 40-20?
That is a 40-20, Peter.
Wow. What a momentum changer. Could well be a game changer.
But what about that hit earlier from Royden Tate, the number 17 for Hunter Sports?
Yeah.
Goodness me.
Oh, that's why this is great rugby league. Always produces.
It's time that Central Coast convert this pressure into points, Peter Jolly.
That's Simpson. Matthews. Out the back door. Fonabatua Mawala. Offload to the Vo. Oh, the touchline. Over he tumble. Wow.
Great scrambling defence there from Hunter Sports. They just keep turning them away, Pete. I mean, they probably have been their own worst enemy for a period of this second half, Central Coast Sports College, but great scramble D there from Hunter Sports. In particular, Pete, I thought Fines has been outstanding on that edge for them, not just in attack but in defence also.
So 8 points the difference, folks. 55 minutes gone here. They want the ball back. What a grind. Peter Mulholland Cup in all its glory up here at the Maitland Sports Ground. Massive crowd, great spectacle. A quarter-final spot is up for grabs. Nothing left in both tanks. Air raid.
Oh, what a take there, Peter Jolly.
Yeah, Vertano again. Nothing phases the youngster, does he? Not just does he create great chat from the back, he just in a dynamic runner like this bloke. Beautiful stuff here by Vo. And Patako, incredible hate tone.
Yes, mate, Patako very, very good at the back for Central Coast Sports College. Been creating some opportunities, being the extra man on some of those block plays earlier as well. That's a good offload, Peter, as we see.
Jennings flicks it, play on, incredible.
No,
until
forward,
it's been called forward. Oh, touch judge was right in the line, wasn't he?
Certainly was, Pete. I'd love to see Herford get some early ball to Jennings, though, Peter. He's looked dangerous every single time he's had the football. He almost scored that last opportunity prior to this one, and he's just had another one now. So Jennings, the man to watch as we come to the closing stages of this match. If you're just joining us, with thanks to the Daily Telegraph, Hunter Sports High School leading Central Coast Sports College 18 points to 10 on the Community TV scoreboard with Peter Jolly and Tony Delaney.
So 8 points is the separation. As Hunter Sports here looking to get outside their own red zone. The defence lifting here from Central Coast, trying to force the error. There's a lost ball there, helped out. There you go, a penalty. Goes the home side's way here. And what a relieving penalty as this goes up onto the roof, the footy.
It certainly is a relieving penalty, that one for Hunter Sports. They haven't looked their better side in the second half, Pete, I'll be honest with you. I think that Central Coast, with their wealth of possession, and just, I think, as they said, they've got the football now here, Peter.
Well, you just can't afford to do it at this level of rugby league against the Central Coast Sports College. 3 minutes remaining. Fonabatua Mawala gives it away to Wishen. Simpson. Here's Matthews. Smack bang right in the middle of the park. So Simpson. Bailey.
Oh,
Patoko.
great tackle there, Anu.
Around the bootlaces. Still on. Throwing the dummy
There
is
he
Simpson.
is.
The captain's try to Simpson. Well, there's life. And there's hope. With 1.5 minutes remaining. It doesn't really matter about the kick, does it? They don't want to take the kick. They've forfeited the kick. Game on. 18-14. Well, you don't see that often, but they're not worrying about the conversion. Why would you?
Only about a minute and a half or so left, Peter Jolly, and we see it on the Daily Telegraph replay. The show and go from the captain, the diminutive number 9, Lachlan Simpson. He beat the defender, was able to go over the try line, 18 points to 14. And as you said, Central Coast Sports College have denied the kick. And we're looking at just under a minute and a half or so remaining here.
Peter Mulholland Cup, Tone, at its absolute best here on Community TV.
Clock has been stopped, Peter, with about a minute and 12 seconds to go. So get ready for this set. Hunter Sports High, Central Coast High, strap yourselves in. It's a massive closing finish to this match, Peter Jolly.
1 minute remaining. 80 metres is the equation for Central Sports College. Are they able to do it? Taken down here right on their own 30-metre line. Matthews has got it. What a shot! You would think that this was the final of 2023. There's a chance of the life. There's a chance. Oh, what a shot! They lined him up and went crunch.
He's still down, Pete. They're going to have to call time off here, the injured player. Can't quite get his number plate from our position. But it was one of those rib shots, Pete. He had the hands up trying to capture the football. There might be a slight scoreboard malfunction here. Clock is now out of our vision. I think they're right about 40 seconds or so remaining. Just judging by our time clock here. Of course, if you'd like to see all the wrap-up from the latest round of the GIO Schoolboy, the NRL Schoolboys Cup, you can do so at the Daily Telegraph website, dailytelegraph.com.au. As always, tune in here on Community TV.
Exclusively live right here. The best spot in town, folks. What an epic contest. Whoever wins today, incredible spectacle of NRL Schoolboys Cup. Credit to both sides. As we said from the beginning, a quarterfinal spot up for grabs. Both sides, they have left absolutely no juice in the barrel. And the crowd here at capacity in the grandstand where we're broadcasting from, absolutely loving it. And Hunter Sports High, as Tony mentioned, folks, just over 15, 16 seconds remaining, will come up with the footy. O'Keefe has got the ball in hand for when he can get the play back underway here, but that was an absolute almighty thumper.
And there's certainly been a tale of two halves, Peter Jolly, in this one. Of course, Hunter Sports High sent a cruise through that first half. We went to the sheds with them leading 18 points to 0. And in the second half here, it's been all Central Coast Sports College. Obviously now on the back of 3 tries. Goal kicking has been the difference thus far.
Well, Sende about to come out onto the field for Central Coast.
Watch out for the one-on-one strips here, Pete.
So 15 seconds, folks. 15 seconds to go. Hunter Sports High dragged to their feet. Getting closer. Down to the 20. The siren's about to go, folks. There goes the siren. What a day of Peter Mulholland Cup here, exclusively live on the home of Big Time Rugby League, Community TV. Congratulations to Hunter Sports. 18-14 over the Central Coast. What a beauty.
Yes, Peter. Outstanding contest here. Obviously, you know, I think the Central Coast will obviously probably look at that one as the one that got away. And, of course, Hunter Sports now make their way to the quarterfinal stage here of the NRL Schoolboys Cup. And it's fair to say, Pete, definitely a game of two halves. Congratulations to Hunter Sports High School Some terrific performers for them here this afternoon, Peter. Probably, if I had to give one, I'd probably give my points to Bo Slade, the front row forward for the Hunter Sports High School, and the number 8 jumper, the captain. Thought he was outstanding through them after a lot of work. Often took 2 carries per set as well. I was very impressed too with the fullback, Connor Vitano. Pete, he was very dangerous for them at the back. Good communicator rather than defence. Also liked Maya Anu outside, and probably Slade's forward partner in the number 11, Madden Potts, as well. And I also thought that the number 14, Jai Callahan, did some good things off the interchange bench as well.
Great scenes here at the Maitland Sports Ground. What a battle. Peter Mulholland Cup just keeps on producing, folks. The future NRL stars on display here. And simply the best, echoing around the complex. And Hunter Sports High, aren't they that today? They keep their quarterfinals hopes alive. They keep their dream alive as they edge closer in the semi-finals in 2023. Schoolboy football, it's alive and well here on Community TV.
Yeah, great scenes here at the Maitland Sports Ground. You can see Hunter Sports High now posing for the post-game photo.
That'll be edged up on the school walls, along with all of their proud, long history. One of the sporting precincts, sporting schools, going places here throughout the Hunter. So there we go. We might take a break, and we'll be back with a big double header. 1 o'clock, All Saints College of Maitland up against Farah. What an almighty battle that'll be.
Yeah, can't wait for that one, Pete. Farah High School, a long and storied tradition in rugby league, and of course the home side, All Saints Maitland, the former alma mater of both Andrew and Matthew Johns.
We'll break, folks, and we will be back. Don't go anywhere. This is the Peter Mulholland Cup.